It's here. My Vance & Hines CS1 is here. I'm gonna get rid of that ugly potato gun howitzer 40-pound massacre that Kawasaki hung on the side of this bike, and it won't sound like a sewing machine anymore. It'll sound like a motorcycle. So I'm gonna get to it right now. Okay, I'm going to be wearing green latex gloves to unpack all this stuff, because if you get fingerprints on chrome pipes and then run hot exhaust through them, it burns them into the chrome. There is the mid-pipe. Heat shield. Another important tip, don't throw away the boxes of packing until you get everything on. Learned that the hard way once. Box of hardware. Instructions. Here is the CS1 muffler. It's got the straight through tip installed from the factory. Okay, to remove this, you need a 6mm Allen socket and a 14mm wrench. What's really nice is I just let the camera run, and I can edit it so I don't look like an idiot.
Yeah.
Like right now, because I missed a bolt. To remove this bolt, you need a 6mm Allen socket and a 14mm wrench. If you go between the center stand and the exhaust, you should be able to reach it. Once you have this bolt out, you can remove the exhaust by lifting and turning it gently. And be careful, because it is very heavy on the muffler end. To remove this rubber bumper for your center stand, you can pry it out with a small screwdriver. Just like that. Okay, to install this into here, you need to get this wet and then work it in. You want to use water so it will dry up. And now we have that grommet in. Next, we need to install the mid-pipe using this barrel clamp provided by Vance & Hines. Head of the bolt to the outside. That slips over the end and slips onto the factory header. A little bit of wiggling, it goes right on. And then you reuse your factory bolt to install this back onto your frame tab. Next, we need to line up the barrel clamp on the bottom and tighten it. I'm going to put it even with the edge of the pipe and actually rotate it so you can't see the hardware, but it's still accessible from the outside. And now we have the mid-pipe installed. You can remove these rubber isolator inserts from here by prying the outside out with a screwdriver and then pushing it out the other side. Next step is to insert this drop bracket into the back and this cap and bolt into the front and tightening them together. Well, finger tight because we may need to move this for the muffler installation. The next step is to slide the muffler onto the midpipe. Make sure you rotate this up and clear of the muffler so you do not harm it while installing it. Make sure your muffler is seated so when you put the springs on it doesn't move. Next we need to install the hanger bracket onto the drop bracket. Next we need to install the clamp onto the drop bracket. To tighten this clamp on, you need a 10mm socket and a 13mm wrench. We'll put the first spring on the top. Just like that. And it does rest up against the pipe. The second one goes below. They use a common eyelet up front and one eyelet here on the muffler on top and one on bottom. See how good I am holding the camera and running the spring tool here. Oh, that was stiff. There we are, there's the bottom. I'm going to wipe it down real quick and we can start it now. Okay, now all we have to do is install the heat shield and we are done. Okay, to install the band clamps, you have to open them. They take a 5/16 nut driver or a standard screwdriver, either one. You need to insert them through here. And you have to insert them so that the screw is pointing down when you're done. Like this. That is the orientation of the pipe guard, and as you can see the hose clamps are pointed down. And now you just bend them open a little bit and slip it around the pipe and then tighten it so that these are hidden as much as possible. Okay, on the front here, once you have it started, you can just push it up and around so that it's nearly vertical and out of the way on the front here. The back, I'm not quite sure how I want to do that. I have this exposed here and I don't like it, but I think it might be possible to have this on the back and thread it through and around, but for now I'm just going to leave it like that. I really don't think people will notice something that minuscule. If they do, I'll probably get mad and change it. Until then, that's how it is. So there is a Vance & Hines CS1 install on a Kawasaki Concours.